How to submit an accommodation request form at the Disability Services Office. Hello, CalArtian. Welcome to the new accommodation request form. As a new student who has not previously been registered with the Disability Services Office here at CalArts, you will need to fill out this form in order for our office to have a better understanding of how your disability is affecting you and your courses, and how we can work together to determine appropriate and reasonable accommodations to help you gain equal access to your courses and achieve your academic goals. So let's get started. First, we will enter in our student information. Go ahead and enter in your first name, last name. If you have a middle name, you can go ahead and place it here. If not, you can go ahead and skip it. It is not required. Next section is preferred name, your student ID number, your email, preferably your CalArts email, phone number, gender pronouns, date of birth, your métier, the school you are in, your mentor, the next section is specific accommodation information. So how does your disability affect you academically? So please note this is just an example, but I'm going to write, I have trouble concentrating. Now, if your disability is affecting student life in general, you can go ahead and indicate it in the next box. However, it is not required. If you have had accommodations in the past, you can go ahead and click yes. If you have not, go ahead and click no. If you know which accommodations you've had, you can go ahead and click in this box and indicate those. If not, that is okay. The next section is housing registration form. If you're looking to request housing accommodations, you can go ahead and do this by selecting yes. Indicate the accommodations you're looking to request, how the accommodations will benefit you, whether you've submitted a residence life application, and a residence life deposit, and the dates in which you've submitted both of those. Now, if you are not looking to submit a housing accommodation request, you can go ahead and click on no, and it will take you to the next section, which is student rights and responsibilities. Student rights. Students with disabilities have the right to timely, reasonable accommodations in order to provide them with the same opportunity for success as students who do not have disabilities. According to the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, Section 504, and the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, as amended in 2009, you have certain rights. Please make sure to review these student rights provided on this form before checking the box that states I agree. Student responsibilities. Students are responsible for, but not limited to, the following: providing appropriate documentation of their disability, meeting with a disability specialist to request services, maintaining the academic and institutional standards required of all CalArts students, and attending all classes. Please make sure to review these student responsibilities provided on this form before checking the box that states I agree. There are a few additional statements regarding responsibilities of the student as follows. I will formally request accommodations from my instructor by showing the instructor my accommodation letter issued by CalArts Disability Services within 1 week of issue. I will communicate regularly with my instructor regarding my needs and our concerns. I will continue and meet with Disability Services if any problems arise with my accommodations after I have advocated for myself. There is a disclaimer as well. Go ahead and take the time to read and review that. And once you have read and reviewed that disclaimer, you can go ahead and type in your name. There is another section for document upload, which you can go ahead and upload any medical documents, a 504, or an IEP that will be helpful to process the determining of your reasonable accommodations. If you don't have that, you can go ahead and submit at a later time. And lastly, please prove that you are not a robot. By checking the box, "I am not a robot," you will go ahead and confirm that you are in fact not a robot. Once you have completed this form, you can go ahead and click Submit, and that is how you complete and submit an accommodation request form. Thank you for watching.